Alright. A new day, a new stream, ending off the video, and I mean, very soon. Still gonna do some things, you know. Not in incredible pain. I've had a little bit of shocks in my neck, of course, just before I'm about to stream. But, you know, whenever I go to Toronto to visit the doctors, not at all fucking in pain. Oh wait, no, I don't want that. I want the koi pear. Wow. I hope I didn't just kill that frickin' bird. Can't do anything. Put away your frickin' thing. Do what it was supposed to do. I'm not sure if it did what it was supposed to do. I'm not even sure if you can hear me properly. No, okay, well... Hello? Hello? Yeah, you can hear me fine. One thing, I guess, I don't really think it's particularly spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, but I just looked up the word Rito to make sure that that was the right name for the race, because the name of the stream is appealing to the Rito Prince. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, well, it's on YouTube right now, but if you're watching it on YouTube or Odysee or Fruit Lab or wherever as a video, then you wouldn't know that. But apparently, it just basically just says, actually, it says, what is the true origin of the Rito from Reddit, but none of this really has anything to do with Rito. Oh. The Rito thing? Oh, hold on. Rauru is the first king of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Hyrule, same Hyrule, the Breath of the Wild, told us the people, Great Plateau is its birthplace, and the history of royal families, history of Calamity Ganon, same Hyrule with Zora established. Zora's domain just 10,000 years around the time of Calamity Ganon's first appearance. In other words, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Hyrule isn't the same Hyrule as Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess Hyrule. And then it says it may be the same land for all we know, but it's not the same legacy. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same land. Now, I think a lot of people are like, okay, a lot of people hate the timeline, either because their ADHD brains, some people can't handle thinking about that. I don't think it's ADHD, because I think I have some ADHD and I can handle it. They just can't they can't handle thinking about it, or they just, or like freaking Liam 6. Like, okay, I like Liam, like, I don't, Josh Epson, like, I like them, obviously, but I don't agree with everything they say. Sometimes both of them say fucking ridiculous things. I'm sure I say ridiculous things sometimes. But Liam 6 is like, oh, it doesn't have to be a timeline. It can be a bunch of elders arguing, oh, it was the hero of time. No, it was this hero. Oh, it was this hero. Okay, this game is a sequel to Ocarina of Time, whether you think it is or not. It literally says the hero was called the Hero of Time at the beginning. Phantom Hourglass is a sequel to this game. Spirit Tracks is a sequel to that game. Okay. Majora's Mask is obviously a sequel to Ocarina of Time. A different sequel. Twilight Princess is probably a sequel to Ocarina of Time through Majora's Mask. The other games maybe are like the fall down timeline, but okay, I know for a fact, I've seen it before. I think it was just before Majora's Mask. There was a timeline that included Zelda 2. Was Link to the Past the third game, and then Ocarina of Time was the fourth game? Was there only 4 games? I'm not actually sure, but those games had a timeline, and I'm pretty sure it's the same timeline that exists in Hyrule Historia. So you can't say that the timeline is wrong. I haven't looked at any videos that say they're fixing the timeline. Maybe I should, but I just hate when people hate the timeline, because it seems fine to me. Like, I've played most of these games. Skyward Sword is like roughly a prequel to everything, like, but and people think that Breath of the Wild is like a sequel to all the timelines, like either they merged, which at first I was like, that's just stupid, that doesn't make any sense, but then I kind of realized that other things do that, like Marvel and DC, and I'm fine with that. I think Marvel did it with Secret Wars, the second Secret Wars, the one when the Ultimate Universe was destroyed, and then before they brought Miles Morales back. Because Miles Morales was in the Ultimate Universe where Peter Parker died and Miles took his place. That's what was in that movie. Basically, that's what that movie was. Because Dr. Octopus was a woman, and Green Goblin is actually a goblin. Which is funny, because that's basically what happened in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But instead it was Harry Osborn, where he became like an actual goblin creature instead of having a costume. Also, something I never knew. The Green Goblin in Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one, has like a purple tint on his helmet, which is like a callback to like the purple like hood or tunic, like or not tunic, like what Link has is basically like what Link has but purple. If Link had a purple hat, he would look like the Green Goblin. Let's not think about that too much. But oh, hold on. I guess later you don't have to sidle, you can just use your thingamajig. That's what it's called. It's not called a grappling hook or anything. You can be Batman instead of being, Batman. Because Batman would totally do this as well. Obviously it includes things from all of the timelines, so it could be a merged timeline. But regardless, that still means that the Hyrule is not the same Hyrule. Regardless, it is just a different Hyrule. It might not be the same land, because in Spirit Tracks, there's a new Hyrule, right? Like, it's not the same land. They sailed to a new land to create a new Hyrule, so maybe that is the Hyrule. Maybe it's like a direct sequel to Spirit Tracks. Like, but even so, like, William 6 has a little bit of a point, because obviously the maps don't exactly line up. Like, maybe Ocarina of Time does with Twilight Princess, and maybe the Great Sea, you can map out where everything was. The rest of those games, like the sequels to this, don't matter. I don't think you can really map out I don't think you can really compare the map of Hyrule in Ocarina of Time to Zelda 2, Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds. So I guess this is saying that the Rito are descended from Zora's domain. It's just that the Rito in Breath of the Wild are different. All it says is, so the Rito thing simply isn't an issue because this isn't the first Hyrule. But what about the Rito in this game? Like, in Breath of the Wild, they're completely avian, where in this game, they're, like, bird people. At some point, Ocarina of Time / Twilight Princess Hyrule, so people obviously believe that they're the same Hyrule, was abandoned and the royal family stopped being the royal family. We don't know what caused this event, even though I have theories, so that's whoever said that on Reddit. But at some point afterwards, Rauru and Sonia established Breath of the... So which Rauru, though? Because Rauru is in Ocarina of Time. He's the owl. I guess you're gonna be watching this before. You know what? Breath of the Wild doesn't... Breath of the Wild. Ocarina of Time doesn't actually say that. I don't think it actually comes out and reveals that he was the owl the whole time. But I'm pretty sure he was the owl. Maybe not. I don't... Okay, Google. Is Kapora Gabora Rauru? It's not gonna fucking understand what I'm saying. Oh, and it just went... Is corporate Gabora Rauru is not gonna fucking understand what I'm saying. Okay, Google. Is Kapora Gabora Rauru?
Have a look at these pictures.
Is corporeal. Is Kapora Gabora Rauru?
Here's what I found.
Jesus Christ. Is the owl from Ocarina of Time Rauru?
These pictures should match.
These pictures should match. That really fucking tells me what I need to know, right? The exact connection between Rauru and the owl Kapora Gabora was left up for interpretation and debate by fans of Ocarina of Time's release in 19... Oh, yeah, also known as Kapora Gabora in his owl form. Okay, so not to be confused with King Rauru, another character from the legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, well. I haven't played that game, and I'm not going to, probably. Well, you know, maybe years from now. I don't know. I really fucking can't stand Breath of the Wild. There are mods for that game, like for the emulated version. And I mean, if I was playing it for a Let's Play, I'd be playing it as Link. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with not being able to... Well, one thing, I think it's really stupid that the one game that's most like an RPG, where you get to customize all the clothing, and it's open world, it's very, like, do what you want, you can't name the character. But in every other game, where it's pretty linear, and it's pretty fucking clear that you're this character, and no one else, you can name the character. What kind of ass-backwards world are we living in? The same kind of world where I gotta stare at a screen to talk to you damn people. Or stare at a spotlight to talk to you damn people. God damn it, I fucked it up. But yeah, there's no camera because I had a shower and my hair's... Well, my hair's not wet anymore. Regularly, it's a little wet. Still got frickin' dry skin falling from my head, but it's better than before. Okay, hold on. Build the Temple of Time over the remains of the sealed temple that was located deep within... Rename the temple after the Temple of Time for the legends of the event of Skyward Sword about a hero who had wielded the Master Sword and traveled between two time periods. Aha! That's... I like how they... That's definitely a retcon. Retroactive continuity. But what, so now in the lore, the Temple of Time was established and named after the Skyward, like it was inspired by the Temple of Time, or no, after the Temple of Time from Skyward Sword and the hero who wielded the Master Sword. But is there not stuff before Skyward Sword? Because they went into the sky. Like, Josh Jepson thinks that it's a frickin' loop, and Tears of the Kingdom establishes Skyloft. That doesn't really make any sense, because that would mean that Skyloft existed way before Tears of the Kingdom and shortly after it, and then the events would just loop. So I don't know about that, but so basically it's up to interpretation, but Nintendo has confirmed that he is the owl. Oh yeah, until Hyrule Historian 2011, which confirmed they are indeed the same. One and the same. Okay, so that's not exactly a that's not exactly a spoiler because it's left to interpretation. Turtle power? I don't know if you even heard that go off. It's like do 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 do. Raru inspired the town featured in the Adventure of Link. Yeah, and then Gapora, who's Zelda's dad, who resembles Raru and his owl incarnation, which is really weird. But what, like, I really want to see someone compare the maps of Ocarina of Time to the original games, like, to the Downfall timeline. Anyways, if you want to get to Dragon Root's Cavern, I've got some bad news for you. The bridge is out. There's no way to even get inside. I'm sure you'll understand once you've seen it for yourself. As for swimming across, well, you need water for that, and the pond's all dried up. No need to panic, though. I'm sure the chieftain will think of something. I'm gonna have to fucking end the video in a minute because it's been 17 minutes and basically, oh yeah, these are dried up as well. I'm gonna go talk to the prince, Kamali? Oh yeah, also Rito is also the name of a language spoken by people in the southwestern part of Chad, the best country in Africa. Not because of the whole Chad thing, like, oh, he's such a Chad. Just because it's called Chad. I just think it's fucking hilarious that a country is called Chad. I don't know, maybe there's some connection to that whole Chad thing. I'm sure someone makes a joke about that. I just think it's hilarious that a country is called Chad. It's like calling a country Peter or David. Wait, is it? Or Marcus or Nicholas or Link. But a southwestern part of Chad and across the border in the northern part of the Central African Republic. But the Rito are clearly inspired by Native Americans, right? Well, at least these Rito, not the ones in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. The Wind Waker HD! And it's just Melody, or whatever. Oh, in Wind Waker, the Rito are an evolved form of the Zoras who have gained the ability to fly. So is this area right where Zora's domain was? Like, are we in Zora's domain? Like, above it? Like, wait, I don't have a fucking map yet, do I? Wait, I don't have a map? How do I access the map? Do I say map? Map! 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 No? Okay, I'm just gonna go talk to Kamali. I mean, even though they're inspired by natives, like what I just said, I still, everyone's English because, I don't know, I don't really know. For one thing, I don't know what a native accent would be. Like, if they were, like, Italian or Spanish or French or like, even certain Asian, like, I could mimic that voice, sort of, but I don't know what the native voice would even be, like, whoa, my name is this guy, oh, ho, 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 like a lot of hoes. That sounds more Canadian than anything. How's it going? I'm the chieftain. Like, and there's many, many, many tribes across North America. North America's a big place. So, yeah. Hachi Anuma confirmed during an interview that the Watara race from the Ocarina of Time manga inspired the Rito. Okay, how do we know that they're the Zoras, though? Oh, okay, so it's unknown if the Rito are descendants of the Zoras as they are in the Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. But apparently in Tears of the Kingdom it is confirmed. But what actually confirms that they're... The Zoras evolved over the span of a century into the Rito after the events of the Great Flood, because of the unnatural water created by the gods, which was uninhabitable to Zora. Okay. That doesn't really make any sense. Is that why Link can't swim in it? Does that explain it? Huh? Where are you supposed to be? My name is Link! I'm a dick. Oh wait, yeah, no, I gotta go talk to Melody. Or Medley, sorry. Fuck. Now I'm just extending this episode longer than it needs to be extended. Okay, I'll go talk to Medley. Honestly, I know how to play this game. You know, I'm just realizing I could have... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Maybe I'll do that. Well, you know, I'm using a wireless GameCube controller. I could have gotten a Wind Waker or a Wii U emulator and Wind Waker HD and played that. Wow, this pumpkin spice fucking coffee pot actually tastes like it. Apple pie one didn't really taste like apple pie. The brownie one didn't really taste like a brownie, like, sort of. You could kind of taste it. The cinnamon bun one was, like, they're all weak. This one is actually strong. Maybe it's the freaking whipped cream that I put in it. Wait, did I already download a Wii U emulator? Is there a Wii U emulator? Or is that not a thing yet? No, yeah, Wii NU Soft. Okay, just fuck me. I'm extending things further, but just hold your horses, okay? There. Just don't fret too much about it, okay? Hey. Hey. Discus is back, plus new game. Downloads. Oh no, this is no, this is not the same thing. This is to connecting. This Wii U emulator. Anyways, I was gonna say there's mods for Breath of the Wild. I guess it could either be for the Wii U version or the Switch version. It's probably the Wii U version, because I don't think there's a good Switch emulator. Yeah, it is from the Wii U version. There is somewhere a build your own Link mod, or it's like this whole mod that has a whole bunch of stuff in it and includes a custom Link thing. That is something I'm very interested in. But again, if I were to do a Let's Play, I would play as Link. If I'm playing on my own, well, I mean, if I did it, I could do a separate Let's Play. But if I'm playing on my own, then I want to create my characters. That's definitely something that I'm interested in. No Simu there. Okay, fuck's sakes! Desktop, grand folder, let's playing, emulators. Oh, Simu, okay, so I did already download it. I think Wind Waker HD was taking, like, forever to download. Like, Wii U files are very big, so it takes a while. Whatever, I don't know. Wii U, let me just bear with me, okay? Wii U disc. Okay. Wind Waker. There's also a Hyrule Historia game? What the fuck is that all about? This desktop grand folder. Why am I using the trackpad? Oh, and it actually works today. Why the fuck wasn't it working yesterday? What the hell? The fuckity fuck fuck? Let's playing games and Wii U. It's gonna take a while for it to download. Or not. I don't know. But I've already started it on the frickin' Wii, so I might as well continue. Like, it's not like anyone's watching the streams to tell me, hey, I really want you to switch over. And by the time this is on YouTube, I'll probably be done the Let's Play. Maybe, depending on what order things appear in. 14-15 minutes, like, obviously with with the game, with Dolphin running and OBS running is gonna take a while. It doesn't matter right now. I can frickin' stop it. I can pause it for now. I'm gonna keep playing the game, so if I download it and I feel like I can run it well and such, I might just play through the game up to this point, or to wherever the next episode's at, and then keep playing from the PC version, because I never got a Wii U ever. I really like to experience the HD games, and then also certain Wii U games. Fucking hell! Fucking bump shocking me! Wow, you really do have clean clothes and a strange shaped hat. You're Link, aren't you? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the great sky, spirit of the Lou. My name is Medley. They're all English, because everyone's English, because that's the only accent that's safe enough to do, besides, like, just any European ones. What? So, everyone is so afraid of being cancelled, or so afraid of offending people that just aren't going to be offended. Like, in the Trailer Park Boys podcast, like, they've gone so PC, it's fucking unimaginable. Like, for one thing, Mike Smith won't sing Liquor and Whores in character as Bubbles, because it's not politically correct, or because of the kids. What fucking children are watching Trailer Park Boys or their podcast? Okay, if they're children, like, little kids, they shouldn't be watching it. If they're teenagers, who gives a fuck? Like, holy fuck. They probably find it fucking hilarious. And then they were doing an accent thing, and they said Mexican. He's like, oh no, now you're trying to get me in trouble. Was that? No, I'm pretty sure that was Trailer Park Boys podcast. Like, get you in trouble because you do a frickin' Mexican accent? The only people that are gonna be offended by that are frickin' mentally ill white people who want to fucking find everything to be offended about for the people that you're mimicking. Like, there are videos of people, you know, wearing like traditional Chinese outfits or Mexican outfits, or there's another one. And these people on these college campuses like, oh, well, it's offensive because it's not your culture. And they go to like a part of the town with those people, and they're like, oh, no, we love it. It's wonderful. I love that you're doing that. And it wasn't Dr. Phil. Yeah, it was. Some show was like asking the guy that made them, I think it was the same dude, I think it was the same videos, why he did that. And he's like, to show that, like, these people are so offended by things that they don't need to be offended by, because the actual people like it. And then people being offended by white people having braids, like Dutch braids, French braids, like Vikings wore braids. Braids do not belong to fucking black people. Maybe a certain type of braid does, but simply braiding your hair in any type of way does not belong to fucking Africa. And dressing up in certain outfits doesn't offend the people that wear those outfits or it's traditional of. Maybe some, but maybe the older generation doesn't give a shit. That's what is better to not offend. There's probably people who don't give a shit if you dress up like a freaking stereotypical native. As long as you're not fucking making fun of them. If you're celebrating that culture, then how is it offensive? It's so fucking ridiculous. And, like, mimicking a Mexican accent, do you think people, like, there are people who are freaking, like, they hear jokes about their own race or culture or whatever, and they're fucking dying laughing. It's either true, or it's satire and they're making fun of racists. And, you know what? If people can do that stupid fucking Canadian accent that exists in fucking Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, I just said Nova Scotia like that, and basically nowhere else in the fucking country, but people on Twitter will tell you that you have that accent even though they've never heard you fucking speak, because they've talked to people from Canada, or Canadians who betrayed their country to become fucking American actors like Mike Myers and Jim Carrey, who Jim Carrey is just kind of out of his fucking mind, will tell you that the Canadian accent is this and this and this. Like, shut the fuck up. There are many Canadian accents, and also there's people that are from other countries that have an accent, and their accent is a Canadian accent, technically. If every Canadian sounds like this, eh? Or whatever that fucking accent is, then every fucking English person has one accent, every Indian person has one accent, every fucking American sounds like this, y'all. Like, shut the fuck up. And I'm sure there's different fucking Mexican accents, but I can fucking mimic a Mexican accent if people can fucking make fun of Canada and do the fucking hoser voice. Or the voice that I don't dude, does anyone even call anyone a hoser? I've said that recently just to be fucking funny, but I've never actually heard anyone. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not even connected to hockey stuff, but hoser is the person that has to hose down the ice after a game, or for a hockey game. I don't know. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. He wants you to give this directly to Prince Kamali. You accepted father's letter is a letter from a father addressed to his son. Oh, you don't say. Since you just received a fine delivery bag, why not use it to carry this letter down to Kamali? Because Link can't carry a fucking envelope without a delivery bag. When you want to take it out, choose your delivery bag on the item screen and set this to Y, Z, or X. The room way back on the first floor is Prince Kamali's room. You have to go down a couple of steps to get there. I know. When you meet Prince Kamali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen, Link. I have a small favor that I'd like to ask of you. She's gonna go in and out of the accent. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. Oh, I can't even frickin'... Oh, whatever. Link can frickin' jump from heights and not break his legs or die. My father? Oh, sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. Oh, sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to go get a scale from Valoo. And if anyone's offended by everyone being English, suck my dick. You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? I'm nosy? Sorry, but I don't really feel like going to see Valoo right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? What, are you trying to say that you can calm Valoo down? That's the big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get to Valoo, then I'll listen to anything you say. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go home and see my grandma then, you fucking little dick. Except, apparently I can't freaking change the wind yet. I thought you already could. This is the GameCube version. What the fuck is going on? And I guess I'll just end it here, because it's a good time to end it. So yeah, if you liked the episode or videos, hit like if you really liked it or them, then subscribe if you want to and haven't done that already. Comment and share, hit the bell to be notified when I upload, check out the links in the description or descriptions. Do whatever else you need to do or want to do on Odysee or Fruit Lab or wherever else you may be watching this on. I'm Anti-HyperLink, I'll see you in the next one, goodbye, shoes.